everybody. I'm Li Xuanyu from Business Administration, and today I'm going to introduce you the 三峡祖师 Temple. 祖师 Temple's yearbook. In 1769, the temple was first built, and in 1833, it was rebuilt because of a big earthquake. And in 1895, a war broke out between Japan and China. In spite of the valiant resistance of the people of Sanxia, the Japanese still destroyed the temple. And in 1899, it was rebuilt again. During World War II, Taiwan was still one of Japan's colonies, and Sanxia was one of the towns in Taipei Basin, which frequented by American bombers. And in 1947, Li Meishu formally took charge as the chief designer and planner. However, in the beginning, it was a dream shared by few but caused by many. Li Meishu was subjected to the great obsession of local people, while his invention was not only an advice for a god but also a work of art, which could well represent the traditional culture of Taiwan. But what he did was far from what local people had expected, so time lapsed and complaints ensued. People started to blame Li for spending so much time on temple, but the whole construction was still unfinished. Nevertheless, Li devoted himself to the temple with full passion and commitment, making it the only one temple in Taiwan that they built for such a long time. And in 1997, it is the 50th anniversary of the third renovation of the Sanxia祖师Temple. And I think maybe after 10 or 20 years, the whole construction will be finished. Thanks to the devotion of Li Meishu, what used to be a dream cursed by many now has become the cultural asset treasured by tens of thousands of people. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sandy, and I have to introduce the Qing Shui. He's a monk and he's an ancient people in China. And I have to tell his legend. He is said to have saved the town in Qing Shui during a period of drought, bringing rain and as he went from place to place. In reverence, the villagers have to build shrines to him and became a deified person. Qing Shui is also known by the following nicknames, like dropping nose ancestor and black face ancestor. Next. The worship of Qing Shui is especially popular in Taiwan, where he is worshipped by local villagers for protection in Sanxia. It is not only a temple but also a community center in Sanxia. His birthday is celebrated on the 6th day of the 6th lunar month. This Zushi Temple's famous festivals like the Pig of God contest. The festival is held in Zushi Gong's birthday. The farmers compete to raise the fattest pig, and on the day during the competition day, the pig is decorated with ornaments like orange or some pineapple. The fattest pig is then sacrificed to Zushi Gong. In the past few years, the tradition has been met with disapproval by animal rights activities. So Sanxia Zushi Gong planned to stop the activity in 2017. And I have a brief introduction for Li Meishu. He is born in Sanjiao, and he is the director of the rebuild of祖师 Temple. He is a famous sculptor in Taiwan. He combined the of China's and Western cultures. In his works, during his studies in Taipei, he learned Western painting for his Japanese teacher, Yuan Shanyan, and in 1928, he went to Japan for studying architect. Thank you, everybody.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm one of the members of Group 3, and I'm from the Public of Finance, and I'm Connie. And when we walk in the Zushi Temple, this is the ceiling of the Zushi Temple, and the ceiling in the temple was patched with the piece of thin gold field. This is really really special and really different from other temple. While most of the ceiling in other temple are patched with some other just woods or how can I say?
Tiles.
Oh, tiles. And the birds on the pillars really attract our eyes, while other temples pillars are mostly just the red huge pillars. And the first one is like the pecan, which is really not familiar for us to see it in the Chinese culture. And also the second one is usually seen in Chinese culture, but hardly seen in a temple and carved on the pillars. And for us, this is also shining our eyes when we found the owls on the pillars. And we calculated, and there's at least 6 owls in the temple on the pillars. So that's it. That really attract our eyes. And as other groups and our group mates said that there's a lot of sculptures and carving affected by other cultures from Meishu. And the first one, this one, initially I thought it's pig. I don't know if everybody agree with it, but we thought it is pig. But we also consider maybe it's also considered bear or something else. And the second one is the monkey, and we think that this is the proof that Li Meishu is also influenced by the Japanese culture. Since most of the temple in Japan, they have the monkey inside. And the third one is the elephant. And we all know that Thai temple is known for the elephant. So I think this is also the proof that Li Meishu is affected by other cultures all over the world. And that is also special that there's some sculptures under the sea appear in the temple, which is quite strange for us. And the first one is the crab. We found it in the central of the temple. And also, we consider it not the fish, but shark. I don't know if other audience agree with it or not. And the third one is the turtle, which is also really outstanding from other sculptures. And there's other creatures under the sea as well, the corals and other ancient marines, and also the obstacles. You might, when you are looking over the temple, you might think that why some of the pillars are with the fence and some of the pillars are not. That is because the pillars without the fence is usually created by carving, which is not that fragile from the pillars with the fence, which is with the sculptures. And this one is really outstanding from other pillars, I think, because it's the rabbit, which is hardly seen in other temples. And also, most of the temples, they won't have the small temples on the pillars, so that's the reason why we take this picture. And also, when we are building a pillar, when we are building the temple, we need some sponsors. So this is how they make the sponsor's name on the pillars. And this is the fish design from the yin-yang symbol surrounded by the Bagua symbol.
And I'm Kara, I'm from the Department of Public Finance, and I'm going to talk about bronze sculpture in三峡祖师Temple. Every bronze sculpture have their own historical events or history story. And this one is 勾践卧薪尝胆. Yes, and this is Confucius, and this is Lao Tzu. And the story is talking about Huang Di invented the compass car. And the stone sculpture, this is 岳飞精忠报国, dedication and loyalty to the country. And this is 孟母三迁, yes. This is story about Hua Mulan choosing the army for her father. And this is interior sculpture. In Sanxia Zhuzi Temple, there is no ink paintings, but there are many interior sculptures on the wall, and I think it's very special because it is rarely seen in Taiwan temple. And that's all about our presentation. Thank